a distance, I fall in love with you. Can you feel the beat of my heart? It is all for you.
We spoke with Romain Virgo about his new album Lovesick right before he went on his European tour.
When will I see you again? You'll never know goodbyes, not a single word was said.
Hi Romain.
Hi, how are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Wonderful.
You know? Yeah.
It has been, I think, over 10 years since you've entered the business of music.
Yeah.
By then you were a school kid. How was it? Do you remember how was it to?
Yeah. It was, you know, pretty exciting, you know, like, you know, being young and doing music, you know. I think I started at age 17, and you know, it was an interesting time to start music, you know, but you know, it's something that I don't regret, you know, learning and starting out at that age and learning from some of the greats, you know, people like Donovan Jermaine from Penthouse, you know, and all the other artists and producers that used to come around back then at age 17, you know. So, you know, it's been a challenging 10 years, you know, but you know, I've enjoyed the journey thus far, you know, so I give thanks.
Okay. Yeah. You are considered as one of the best vocalists in Jamaica, best
Wow.
singers.
For real?
Yes. You and two more maybe. How did you train your voice as a kid? Did you went to some church choir or?
Yeah, I was a church boy growing up. You know, I grew up in church. You know, I couldn't miss church. You know, and I was somebody that used to just sing out in my yard when I was, you know, back in country, when I used to, you know, bathe in the mornings before I go to school or to church. You know, I used to just sing out and sing loud. You know, and my parents would, you know, my mommy, she would cuss me out, you know, and tell me to stop the noise in the yard. You know, so that's where it's coming from. You know, and then I'm, you know, in church. I thought back then singing loud and, you know, trying to sing on key was really singing back then. You know, so I think that, you know, that kind of helped with, you know, the whole powerful sound that people talk about nowadays, or, you know, as you say, you know, as you say, I won't say it, you know, but you know, it's good, and I give thanks, you know, I must say I'm blessed, you know, with the talent that I have, and every day I just try to work on it more and more. I think there's room for so much more improvement, things that I want to try in my music that I haven't done yet with my voice, you know, so I just look forward to those days, yeah.
So you have some coach vocalist?
No, I did 3 years at Edna Manley College. You know, it wasn't consistent. You know, and my voice teacher back then, her name was Miss June Lawson. You know, and she helped me. You know, she was back in high school, Mr. Cross, you know, and Miss Walker, Miss Garden, you know, from my high school days. They were my vocal teachers back then. You know, but professionally, you know, Edna Manley College, it would be Miss June Lawson and Mr. Michael Harris and a few others, you know, so, you know, but, you know, it wasn't consistent, you know, so I just think it's you know, like the whole natural vibe from then, you know, is what, you know, like, kind of really hold it out. Yeah.
Okay, I've heard that at the college you've also studied keyboard, is that true?
I started, but I didn't.
You didn't finish?
I didn't finish, you know, and it's something I'm still trying to learn on the way, you know, every time I get the opportunity. Every time I see a keyboard, I want to try something, you know, but it is something that I definitely will do, you know, and I think in the future, you know, one day, you know, God's willing, somebody will you know, see me on stage performing and playing at the same time, you know, so yeah, that's my dream, you know, and I think it will happen once I put my mind to it, you know, so.
Because then you could completely produce the songs, like from the start to the bottom.
Well, true. You know, I don't. You know, I try to. You know, even though you know, I want to learn things. That I believe that, you know, like the people who do the, you know, producers should really and truly produce. You know, or we should collaborate. But I wouldn't want to do every single thing. You know, so you know, it's just to enhance and to look good. You know, on stage. You know, but it's not something that I would want to be doing now. Maybe in the future, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the end of the last year, you had 2 huge songs. One of them was collaboration with Christopher Martin, another great singer.
Yeah.
Who approached who? How did you two get together?
Well, we're from the same kind of background, you know, we're coming from Rising Stars days. You know, he was in 2005. You know, I was in 2007. You know, so from ever since, you know, the fans, the people who have been watching these kind of competition shows, and especially people in Jamaica who love, you know, our music, they've been saying we should do something together. You know, so it was in the making from ever since. You know, and you know, we're always saying, yeah man, we're gonna do something, you know, whenever people, you know, kind of catch us on an interview together. And you know, one day he called me and said, yo, I got a rhythm from Mr. G. And I say, well, let me hear it. And him say, yo, I think we can do a song on this one. And the moment I heard the rhythm, I was saying, yo, for real, it had a sound. It has a whole school feel to it. And you know, I was saying to him, yo, just you know, find some melodies or something. I will do the same, and then we'll link up at the studio. And then we'll link up at the studio in Big Yard, and then, you know, I think it was a Sunday evening if I'm remembering correctly. And then, you know, that was it. You know, it was the music. You know, we just feel the vibe, and just, you know, and it turned out to be, you know, what it is today. I think we have a music video coming out for it soon as well.
Nice.
You know, so, and I think the people are really loving it. You know, especially in the streets. Here in Jamaica for sure, I know it's doing well, you know, and there are a few other places that we go and perform since the start of the year, and we see, you know, it getting some good, you know, some good response from the people. So it's a blessing to see that happening so far.
We'll do it again, somehow, 'cause you are my girlfriend now.
The other song, which has success, I think, is the song "Still" from Skyscraper Rhythm.
Still, yeah.
I guess Richie Stevenson approached you?
Yeah, Richie Stevenson, you know, approached, well, he approached Nico first of all. Nico, who is, you know, how will I describe Nico now? He's producer, engineer, management, everything in one. You know, and he told him that, you know, he was telling him about the kind of vibe that he wanted on the rhythm. You know, because he was making this juggling, skyscraper juggling, and who he wanted on it, and that's the whole style that he heard, you know, he was hearing in his head for me. And so after going around there and listening to what he was saying, you know, me and Nico, we just started vibing. And you know, we came out with Still, and we went back there, and you know, I sang it for him, and he loved it, you know, and we went inside the studio, recorded it. It took us some time, you know, but we recorded it, and that was it, you know, Still, and we did. Well, we just worked on the music video, you know, it's in the editing process right now, and then, you know, I think we'll be releasing it on the day of the release of my new album, you know, so.
Which
you know,
is?
Which
30th?
is Love. March
date?
30th, yeah.
March 30th.
Yeah,
Okay.
March 30th, and you know, Love Sick, you know, and I think it's gonna be a beautiful video, and I'm happy that people are loving the song, you know. So it's really and truly a blessing.
Okay. Tell us more about the album. Why did the people have to wait so long, and what is it going to be about?
Yeah, well, the album Love Sick, I can probably show the people who are watching. Love Sick is my, you know, series of events that happen in my
Your life.
you know.
Okay.
You know, so it's a personal kind of project, and I just decided to put all of them in song, you know, and just be real and be true to, you know, not saying that I wasn't being true to the music that I've been doing over the years, you know, but especially for, you know, since all of these, you know, events were actual events that happened in my life, I just wanted to present it just the way it is, you know, to the fans out there. And I think you know, they're gonna love it. You know, so far people are loving quite a few songs, you know, the ones that are out already. So I can't wait for them to hear this entire project, you know. And you know, we've been working on it since 2015, you know, and I just say, why so long? You know, it's not just me, but you know, myself, you know, my company,
Yeah.
you know, and then you know, there are so many other songs that were supposed to be on the album that didn't make the cut, you know, but you know, there are still songs that we're proud of, and all the songs on this album we are very proud of them as well, and you know, we just hope that, you know, people will love them the way we love them, you know, and most of them on these album, on this album, it took a lot of time in terms of, going studio 10 o'clock in the night and coming out 6 o'clock in the morning, myself, Nico, sometimes my friend Maxi and Gillo, Javel, and and to see what most of these songs turn out to be, it's amazing, and I feel proud about them, and I can't wait for them to hear this third project, and I'm excited.
Don't you remember?
It is 16 songs on the album?
Yeah, 16 tracks.
And all of them is your stories?
Not all of them, there are 2 cover songs on this album, Stay With Me, Caress Me Girl. These are songs that I would say, represent times in my life, and songs that I'm very proud of, because I recorded them, I did the cover of them, and songs that my company love as well. I wanted to be a part of the project, so it was really and truly, one of the moments that we had to come together and say, yeah, well, we need to do this, and I'm happy that they're on the album as well. Stay With Me is a song that I can't go there. I can't imagine anywhere in the world that I go and perform and I don't have to, I always have to perform this song, so, and Caress Me Girl is I think is a song that it's different, it has have this roots and this rubber-dub kind of vibe about it, and so those songs are songs that aren't mine personally, are my writing, but all the other songs on the album, the other 14, are my personal.
I really like the version of Caress Me Girl. It was really nice. What about the rest of the songs? Do you write the lyrics by yourself, or you have people helping you?
Yeah, well, over the years, sometimes I find myself saying, yeah, I write this song and I write this song, but in reality, maybe most of the song, but I just nowadays I try not to take full credit for every single writing, because there are times when somebody else have to come in and say, yo, you need to fix that line, so I would say majority of it, like the idea. Sometimes I come up with the ideas, but then it would be me and Nico going inside and writing. I tell him, yo, this is what I want to talk about. This is the idea. This is the general, what the general story is gonna be about, and we just get together and we write. Same thing, vice versa. So, I don't take full credit. I would say most of them myself and Nico. We go inside the studio, we write, and we listen, and then we go in back and we correct, wherever, whatever line or word we need to correct. So, yeah.
Do you have, I know probably everybody will ask, but do you have some favorites on the album? Do you have some songs which took like specific feelings to go through, or story?
All of them, as I say, are songs that we really and truly spend time on. From Face to Face to Caress Me, those, all of these songs, we spend so much time inside the studio, like we're almost trying to perfect them, songs that I can definitely remember us, recording, definitely Cannot Close My Eye. That is one of the songs that I remember driving in the car and calling Nico and singing the melodies to him, and him saying like it, and then we went to the studio and I remember inside the studio recording this song, one night, and it was amazing. Unbreakable, which is produced by Silly Walks from Germany, is another song that I remember. We were on the road driving around, and we were vibing. So we were going to shows and we were in the car vibing to the rhythm. Will You Be There is a song that we recorded in New York with Sting International. That's Ranch Entertainment. He is somebody that worked with Shaggy and a lot of big artists. We went in New York and we were there for days. We were writing. We were just creating songs in the same direction of the album. and Will You Be There was one of them. Still, as it's a Richie Stephens song, as I mentioned already, how that process went, Heartbeat. I remember just having a vibe. I recorded it on my phone, and when Nico heard it, he was laughing at me because I couldn't keep the timing, that I wanted, and it was just amazing to see how that song turned out, and the list could go on and on,
Yeah, lots of work behind it.
Yeah, a whole lot of work.
Okay, I think you are going straight to promote the album on the tour, right?
Yeah, because while we're on tour, this album will be released in March 30th is the release date, and we start our tour I think on the 25th. We're leaving Jamaica the 25th.
Yeah, the first show is 28th.
Yeah, the first show is on the 28th. So while we're on the road, this album will be released. We're going to, I think we have 4 shows in Germany, then we go over to Holland, for one show. Then we're gonna go to UK. We have 5 shows in the UK, and then we go back to Switzerland. I think we have 2 shows in Switzerland and Amsterdam again. So
4 countries, if I count right.
Yeah.
Nice. On the album, if I'm correct, there is no guests, right?
No, none.
Are you bringing some guests on the tour?
In UK, Savannah will be on the road with us. And Savannah is a very, very beautiful singer, soulful and somebody that I believe have real talent. When you talk about real singer, she's one of them. And I'm happy that she's gonna be on the road with us, and I just can't wait to watch her perform every night. While we're in the UK. So, but it will be Romain Virgo, the unit band, and Savannah.
Nice.
So Savannah for the UK leg. So we're just looking forward. Hopefully for the next album coming, we can feature somebody. We did try. We reached out to a few people, and for this album, and it didn't work out.
Okay.
And I was saying to myself, maybe this album is, so personal. Maybe this is the way it should go there, and
right.
So I didn't worry too much when it didn't work the way we wanted it to work. So we're just looking forward, to how people are gonna feel about this album, what they're gonna say. I'm looking forward to the positive vibe and even the negative ones, and just how we move forward from this album, and. But we are gonna be promoting, and we're gonna be pushing, and I want the world to know about this, and I can't wait.
Okay. After the spring tour, what are your plans? Are you going to the festival tour, or
our goal is to go back to Europe, in the summer, to do the festival. There are a few that are already confirmed, and we're just hoping that we, more can be confirmed. We can go to different places that we've never been in Europe. We're looking forward to the US as well, to do a tour in the US. We're getting some good feedback so far on a tour there, so we're just hoping for the best. And the rest of the world is there. So for the rest of 2018, I'm just hopeful, optimistic at the same time, and just hope that the people will really
get lovesick.
Get lovesick.
'Cause I'm taking you home with me tonight.
For the people which would like to follow you or get the album, where can they contact you or get the music?
Well, the album is out now, like for pre-order. So Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, all of those platforms.
Okay.
It would be there now for pre-order. But VP Records ultimately, because they are the distributors of the album. And on the 30th it will be available everywhere. So
Everywhere.
just look forward. Follow me on Instagram at Real Romain Virgo, and on Twitter it's the same thing. Facebook it's Romain Virgo. That's REAL ROMAIN VIRGO. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat is the same name. Just look out for everything that we have coming. The album, the new songs, the music videos from this new album that we have coming out, and there's so much more that we're looking forward to for the rest of the year.
Okay. Thank you for the interview. Enjoy the tour.
Thank you
and
very
much
much.
success with the album.
Give thanks.
When I call you friend.